closet. Thought I'd do a little experiment with myself. Since I have corporalia and figured since Young and McKenna never really stated it, it'll work. Plus a bunch of other things that they were aware of at their time. Common interest of whatever's around them, kind of like this place. So you got like people like Young and McKenna. Another guy does a lot of shit at schools and stuff, quotes and all that. Talks a lot about the anima, what the right hemispheres in your brain, and all that shit. One thing they didn't talk about is when they talk about religion, they talk about Christianity and stuff like that. But one thing that was never talked about was like a lot of genetics and DNA and shit. Why people should look into their own religion, because some cultures and people have specific disorders that follow, along with whatever seed that goes forward, because in the end we are our ancestors. That's why a lot of people end up being birthed with the same disorders. And as my cultures, both of them, according to my dad's side, they have corporalia and agoraphobia and all these things, which are funny because I'm not trying to be narcissistic, but people would say they're smart cultures, but see the corporalia, agoraphobia, and shit like that, see labyrinthal detachment, all these yellow fucking eyes. All those things like that, basically it shuts down things in a little way, but it enhances everything else. Like the eyes, the sense, pieces of your brain, it shuts down everything else, basically. But it works upon everything else. So a lot of these religions, according to the stuff on my dad's side, I have the same shit as him because I have my ancestors, basically. With Young and McKenna and Coach Followed Food and all that, they talk about certain things and how the animal is defined and stuff, but they never put something over it that will define itself anyway. Because of the personality traits of whatever deity, which will lead right back to Yoga and all that other shit. The left and right hemisphere, the shadow, the anima, all this other shit. So corporalia, of course, was never talked about, which is funny, because in my case, and as in a lot of other cases, in the sense of like, let's say Harry Potter or something, you have like, Voldemort and all that. So in my case, if I even think of corporalia, it'll happen. If I think of, let's say, a deity that is associated with this, the same thing will happen. So, and on my dad's side of stuff, that would either be, a pep, or that would be the mid-culture. So, trying to be narcissistic, when people say to look into your own cultures and this and that, you will have a blood awakening, the genes and all this other shit, or DNA, whatever you want to call it. Is it going to wake up? Because that's, like literally that's what people say to look into your own stuff like that. Because everything will wake up, your brain will start to wake up towards its language, its history, and all that shit. So I'm sitting over here because for some reason my corporalia was projecting in front of me and inward, which, of course, that would be some people call it the inward, the shamanistic thing is going inside of yourself, but a lot of people think they're going to another world, but the thing is that's the world inside the person, inside what is every whole thing of whatever culture or religion anyway. So for some reason I was watching some clip of some crazy fucking movie that came out like in 2009, which is funny because I look like this. Some dude who flips out, goes retarded. Some people will call that will call that the shadow. And religion, in my case, it's the corporality projecting. That would be, a PEP. That would be the Midgard serpent. The thing that separates the PEP or the Midgard serpent from Loki or Seth is they know they could think, they could trick, they could do all that, kind of like the Christian, Satan or whatever. They have the ability to think and plot and trick, but these things do not. All they know is to do, and that's it. If they say anything, it's a sentence. That's all they can do to only catch your attention. You can't think anything beyond that. That's the source. Seeing them on YouTube all the time. Never do anything else, or never write. Never talk to people. And knowing that I'm on all the time, I found the perfect place to project itself on there. Pretty much when I was looking into my dad's other half. That's when all this started to really happen, and pieces of the other stuff. But since I know as of that religion, there is no, I guess you could say, PDL projection in the sense of like a HoloLens, like a Google HoloLens. There's only, I guess you could say, an Oculus-esque way of doing so, because I already know the religion. So the projection it's pretty obvious, because South culture would have something like that. Basically, in the clip of this movie, this dude was running around flipping his shit or whatever, and all that. So I figured for some reason, the things that trigger it, is anything with sugar, because that causes anxiety, it causes stress, which triggers a corporality, and then cigarettes, because it's forms of anxiety and stress, which is another thing I have. I have that, agoraphobia, I have absent, I have another defense mechanism. I don't know what it is really, but it's something that tries to shut down the brain by at least 10%, so it doesn't happen. But if I'm thinking about it, it really doesn't matter. Now I'm starting to realize why I'm here and why I came here and I did all this is because if there isn't people around, if there's nothing that'll make me think like, hey, what if this goes off and what if this happens and all this other stuff, it can't happen. So the clip that I was watching, it's called Rampage or something. This dude flips out, he's taking everybody out, because that's what causes it to happen. Another aspect of it is that corporality, I try to find no names and make fun of people. It'll say something about myself in the first person, then saying that I'm something that I'm not. That's usually atrocious, because that's what it is. But if there's nobody around, it could still happen. But it's doing it in the sense of looking for a target. Not Egyptian mythology. A PEP's target is the sun. So, in my case, or in the case of that, would be something that's totally relevant. If I want to put it that way. Light switch. Saying that there's nobody here, nothing's happening, it's shut down, so you can't do anything. I'm going back to Young and McKenna. Food, fine, whatever you want to call it. They never talk about this because most people don't look into religions. They don't look into a cult. They sure as hell don't look into their own. Because of societal norms. You have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. It has nothing to do with advertisements.